Rich. Why we gonna rich? Because we gonna take over this planet. We gonna get the kingdom.
The right way.
The right way, in righteousness. Read.
Real men on
And I know the blasphemy of and I know the blasphemy of them which they say they are the Jews.
What does the word blasphemy mean, bro?
Blasphemy means that when you doing wrong towards like the word, you feel me? That's how they say you're doing blasphemy. Like just say a cursing word blasphemy. See, but that's what they
Okay, blasphemy means to tell a lie, deceit.
That's what he said.
Exactly. That's why he said bring the word out. I feel y'all.
So the word blasphemy means to lie. So read that again.
Okay.
It's just the second part where I know the blasphemy.
And I know the blasphemy.
So the Messiah says, I know the lies. I know these wicked ass lies.
Of them which say they are
So
Jews.
he say, I know the lies of them who say they are Jews. Read.
And are not.
And are not. They not the Jews. So who are they?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They the chief house of Satan. They the
That's
damn
right.
devil. Let me get that. Bring that out,
We're in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 1.
This ain't what you ain't gonna hear this in your church. You ain't gonna hear that in that damn whorehouse right there.
That's
you ain't
right.
gonna hear that in that whorehouse down there. You ain't gonna hear that in that whorehouse over there. You ain't gonna hear that in that whorehouse over there. All these churches ain't nothing but a bunch of whorehouses, man. Read.
We're in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 1. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not.
So this is Brother Paul on the Hebrew, Brother Shaul. He say, I say the truth in Christ, I lie not.
John 3:16, one time.
As we like to say, we keep it 100.
John 3:16, one time.
We're gonna bring that out. We're gonna tackle that. We're gonna show you. That been live. We're gonna show you.
No, we official.
Read.
All right, I say the truth. We're in the book of John 3:16, one time, bro.
Read.
We're in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 1.
Let him read.
I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit.
So this is Brother Paul saying, I ain't lying. I'm keeping this 100. Read.
Touch.
That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
So he's saying, I got heaviness in my heart.
Yes, sir.
And then this is a continuous thing.
Brother, can you slide
Bro,
over?
you know we doing it. No, they camera, bro. They camera, bro.
God. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
So he's saying, I wish that I could have died for the sins of Israel. Read.
For my brethren.
For my brethren. These my brothers. My brothers. Read.
My kinsmen.
My kinmen. My kinfolk.
Yes, sir.
Read.
According to the flesh.
According to the flesh. The bloodline.
We need that.
Read.
Who are Israelites.
Who are who?
Who are Israelites.
Whom are Israelites. This is who Christ came to die for.
That's right.
Nobody else.
No, that's a lie. He does a try.
Dude, pretending to be a dumb
for the 12 tribes, why would he die?
Read
Why would he die on the cross for the transgression of our sin? He didn't just die for you, he died for us too. So baby, in the book of Revelation, it tells you if anyone add or take away from this property, they'll be condemned with the plague. Baby, God bless.
Bring it out!
I know my Bible.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 34. What do you say?
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What did Christ say?
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 25, 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Christ said he ain't been sent to nobody else but the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's
right. So where do all people get this that he died for the whole world from? Give me John 3:16. Let's bring that out. Because a lot of people like to say, oh, he died for the world. But that's what the pastor told them. Let's chop that up. Let's see what that actually means.
We're in the book of St. John, chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world.
So God so loved the world. Let's see. Read.
That he gave his only begotten son. That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
So now, the whole world, right? Give me Isaiah 45. Let me get that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17.
Stop. Now this is what Christ was quoting. Because when Christ walked the earth, did he teach his own doctrine? What was he teaching? He was teaching the Bible. Not the New Testament. He was teaching the Torah. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel,
But who?
but Israel,
But who?
but Israel
Okay.
shall be saved in the Lord.
Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
That's
Read.
right. With an everlasting salvation.
With an everlasting salvation.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
So you should not be ashamed or confounded. Israel is the world with no end. So that's the problem. Our people are ashamed. Let me get Numbers. So let me go back to John 3. Let's go back to John 3.
You got 16?
Go up to John 3 and 14. And you give me Numbers 21 and 6.
We're in the book of St.
We're
John.
going to break that whole God so loved the world thing down.
We're in the book of St. John, chapter 3, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
So just like Moses lifted up, the serpent in the wilderness, read.
And as
Read.
and as the Moses as
Just saying, what they saying, that's the white devil. That's the white devil. Because guess what, bro? I don't never believe that motherfucker there is white. I always thought he was black like us.
Just
bro.
read.
I'm just telling you.
that's
So
right.
let me tell you something. We don't deal with that.
But you know
I
what,
deal
brother?
with black Jesus. I don't
Brother,
deal
you know
with
what? That's correct.
what y'all deal with.
No, that's correct.
I
We
deal with a
understand
black
that.
ass
But if
Jesus.
you,
bro,
but we,
my Jesus got dreads, bro. No, real talk, bro.
Yeah, Willie, yeah,
bro,
okay.
he said, hell like what? My shit like what?
but you know what, brother? A lot of people, a lot of our
I don't
people.
get what y'all talking about with that one. So,
You know what? You can find that in most churches right there, brother.
okay,
But we ain't talking about you. We talking about our people as a whole, brother.
Right.
We understand you know black man.
Wait.
Hold on, black people don't work with that help. They don't go with that help.
Let me get. They
don't
don't.
go with that
They
hell.
don't. Okay, watch this.
We all know.
Watch this. Watch this.
It's
Hold on.
war.
Watch this. Let's
We
watch
know
this.
it's war.
So let's watch
He
this.
know it. We
No,
trash,
wait a
bro.
minute.
We
Okay,
know
wait a
it's
minute.
war hell.
Wait a minute. Let's
We don't go with
look
that,
at
bro.
reality, bro.
We don't
Let's
go
look
with
at
that,
reality.
bro.
Okay. So what's wrong with that sister?
Well, they doing that, bro.
Well, why are they doing that?
Bro, because they going their way.
Because they don't believe. Because they
don't
believe in this.
right.
They believe in
that
this.
shit.
That's why. Let's keep it real.
Salute.
Let's keep it real. Just like both of our mamas and our
Bro,
grandmas.
all them.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Hey, bro,
can't no
it's
black man
truth,
sit up
bro.
here and tell me
It's truth
honestly.
to that. It's truth to
Tell me
that.
honestly that they didn't have this picture of them in their damn house growing up.
Bro.
Because if
Bro,
you gonna sit up here and tell me that, I'm gonna have to call you a liar.
That shit was in my house. Fuck you talking about.
God.
There you go. There you go.
Appreciate that truth.
Appreciate that honesty.
Come on, appreciate that honesty,
Read that.
brother.
That shit was in my house.
Hey sister, come on, learn y'all nationality according to the Bible. Learn how y'all can stop, how y'all can get y'all some good husbands. Or y'all can stop walking up and down
True
Roosevelt.
talk. True fucking talk.
Read.
Hey, bro, true talk, bro.
Shalom,
Bro,
Look
hey,
it up.
look, bro, don't never stop this shit, bro.
I'm not saying stop.
Bro.
This won't stop till the Messiah comes. This won't
God,
stop.
please
Read.
don't stop this shit, bro. Oh, God.
Numbers 21:6.
The book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 6. And the Lord sent a fiery serpent among the people, and they bit the people.
So the Lord sent fiery serpents among the house of Israel, and they bit those people. Read.
And much people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord, and against thee. Pray unto the Lord, that he take away the serpent from us. And Moses prayed for the people.
Read on.
Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent.
Now the Lord said to Moses, make thee a fiery serpent and do what?
And set it upon a pole.
And set it up on a pole, just like you know the medical sign. Read.
And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live.
And everybody that look upon this serpent or look up shall live. So that's what Christ was sent for. The same reason that the serpent was in the wilderness for the house of Israel. What you got for me, brother? Let's go.
Once again, this confirms everything he said. The book of St. John, chapter 3 and 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
Just like Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Let me get 1 John chapter 2, verse 5. How y'all brothers doing today, man? I just your brother's name? I just gave brother out. Give me like sweet. Hey. Pop. That's how I roll this up. How you doing, brother? You know your nationality according to the Bible? Huh? Hey, yeah.
See, this madness, our people rather be caught up in the madness in the world and their destruction. That's right. Coming to get some edification and building with the people.
And we out here for y'all, man. We not out here for our own gang. We out here for y'all. Come holler at us, elder, man. Come holler at us, man. Your time is short, man. Come on, time is short, man. We got love our people, man. We right here, bro. We out here for you. No, that can wait. Come get this word, bro. Come get this word. So let me ask you some questions. How do our people get to the side of the land? The side of the earth? How do our people get there? They brought us their own boats. What you got? Let's see if that's in the Bible. Because the problem is, look around you. This is a people who don't know who they are. Look at the heathen. See what he do? He laugh at you. Oh, we tired of getting laughed at? Right. Well, so we should really want. So bring that out, huh?
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Give me Exodus 22. So the Lord gonna bring this people into Egypt again with ships. So these people had already been in Egypt. Now let's see who he's talking to. Go to Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Find out who he's talking to. But we should ask, what do we call ourselves? Yeah, what's our nationality? African American. Is that a real nationality? That's something they gave us. That's right. We got Deuteronomy 1.
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
To who?
All Israel.
So these be the words that Moses spake to Israel. Go back to 28.
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord go bring Israel back into Egypt again with ships. Because remember, the Israelites, they were in slavery in Egypt. Yeah. You remember that story? Israelites. Now let's find out what does Egypt mean. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out the house of bondage.
So the word Egypt means.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out the land of Egypt. Out the house of bondage.
So Egypt means. Let's read it again. No.
Out the house of bondage.
Egypt means the house of bondage. Slavery. Right. Back to Deuteronomy.
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
As a matter of fact, let's substitute that word Egypt for bondage. Just we know that's what that means, right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into bondage again with ships.
So the Lord gonna bring Israel back into bondage again with ships. How we get here? Bible prophecy. So So whoever said this is a book of religion, they're a damn liar. This is a history book and a prophecy book. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into bondage again with ships.
With ships?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Mean the same way he spoke it to us is the way it's going to happen. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
I mean our homeland. We ain't going to see that land no more. Right. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We should be sold to our friends.
Your enemies.
Our brothers.
Your enemies.
So what happened to our people over here?
God. God. And there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondsmen and bondswomen.
For bondmen and bondwomen. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
The word buy you is an old English Quaker word for no man can save you.
Another word for bondmen and bondwomen is slave women and slave men. Now, when you look at history, if I have my cell phone with me when we record, if you look up history of those who went into slavery on ships, the only people you're going to find in man's written history and biblical history is us. We're the only people that went over into slavery on ships into another land.
Now, you should ask yourself, why did this happen to us?
I'm gonna come back, man.
Let me give you this last one before you go. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 68, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou may fear the glorious and fearful name of the Lord thy God.
So we went into slavery because we broke God's laws. And we're still on the bottom because we continue to break his laws.
That's right.
So the only way we're going to come about this madness is if we come back to God's laws.
Sister, what's your nationality?
How you doing, sister?
How you doing, sister? We're out here for you. We love you, black sister.
Come on.
You see yourself anywhere on this side? You see your people anywhere on this side? You don't see yourself? So what's your nationality?
Read
sister?
over here. Read over here. Which one of these do your father come from?
American black. You know your father's from the same bloodline of Christ himself? Definitely you know that? How you know that? Okay, what tribe Christ came out of?
That's what we out here for. We out here to educate, to edify, or the word educate our people. You got that? Because the reason why all this death and destruction, this prostitution, this drug dealing, this war, all this boredom, the reason why this is going on, because we are people who are lost to their identity. You know what I mean? The reason why we got sick over in America, because we broke God's laws. And you ever heard of, the expression, the laws of power? We broke the 613 laws of power. Black people, all the people on this side. All these people, not all people, just the people on this side.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out the house of Judah.
For it is evident. What's the word evident mean, sister? Obvious, evident.
That's right.
It's obvious that our Lord sprang out of
Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Somebody give me Hebrews 7:14. I'm sorry. Jeremiah 14:2. Sorry. You got it?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
Subject is Judah. Judah is in mourning. What does mourning mean? I mean, you're crying, you're weeping. Something's happening that you're not liking. So now, if you look across the world, who's doing that? Everybody? Yeah. So everybody's crying and weeping. So when I turn on my TV and I see one group of people saying Black Lives Matter, then I hear another people saying, ha ha, all lives matter. So who's crying? Who's mourning? So-called black people.
And why are they mourning?
Why are they mourning? Read that again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
So Judah is mourning. Read.
And the gates thereof labor.
Now, gates. What are gates used for, sir? to block something, from either going in or out, for protection, right? Like security. So, what's wrong with those gates?
They're language.
They are languished. I mean, those gates are torn down. We have no protection. So, you got a son? How old is your son? He's 8 months. So, when that 8-month-old son, when he grows up to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and he encounters law enforcement, and God forbid, but if something happens, who's gonna protect him? You?
Try.
Did Trayvon Martin mama protect him? Did Trayvon Martin mother protect him? Did his mother protect him? What's the other? Tamir Rice. He was 12 years old. Could his mother protect him? Read that again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourned in the gas of flame. They are black unto the ground.
So what color are the Jews? Black. So ask yourself, who are those people calling themselves Jews? If the real Jews are black. If the Bible says the Jews are black. That's a question you should ask yourself, sister. But are they what the Bible describes? And the Bible also says that the Jews going into slavery on slavery. That's what we bring out to the elders.
I got it right here. I got it right here. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord said he gonna bring these people into bondage, because the word Egypt means bondage or slavery. Again, with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
I mean, the same way I put these words in this book, the same way it's gonna happen.
And thou shalt see it no more again.
We ain't gonna see our homeland no more. And our homeland is not Africa. Our homeland is Jerusalem.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now in this land, we were sold to our enemies. One.
For bondsmen, which is slave men, bondswomen, which is slave women, and no man shall buy you.
Buy you mean nobody can save you or redeem you. You know what I'm saying?
You got a cell phone on you? Do a Google search on slavery on ships.
See how many nations come up.
Do a Google search on slavery on ships and look at the images. You can do it real quick. We want to lock this in with you, sister, because this is why people are out here destroyed, because they think African Americans, white story, G's, black stories, thugs, and everything under the book except for the name that God gave us, which was the children of Israel. And we're out here to redeem, we're out here to find that remnant of people who want to return to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, who want to return back to that covenant, to have that hedge of protection around them, to receive the promises and the adoption that Christ promised us. Somebody give me that salvation is for the Jews. Get that salvation for the Jews, and somebody can get that.
Let me get John 4. Get John 4, 4, 22.
And I'm gonna get Galatians 4:26, because you brought out we're gonna prove that we're not African.
Not African.
And then we're gonna get the slavery on ships. All right, so the teacher, the officer Kadachi brought out a minute ago that we're not African.
How y'all doing, sister?
And he says our homeland is Jerusalem, right? And you said it's
y'all got
Jewish.
strong young little brothers.
Oh, look at them strong little brothers.
We're gonna harm them for a minute, because guess what? All this is for them. We here for them.
All right, come on.
10 years later, you know the cops ain't gonna look at them as being as little innocent boys.
10 years and 5 years.
That's right. All right, so we say we ain't Africans, right? And we say we're in the book of Galatians. Hold on. We're in the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Which is above, mean this place is high above all places. This is the sweetest land. That's why it's called the Holy Land, because it's a separate land from all places on earth. Read.
We're in the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the motherland, not Africa.
Here we go. So speaking, that's what the Christ the apostle speak to the Israelites, Gentile people. This is during the Roman captivity, right? What you got?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Hold up. Now, you saw Roots, right? When they had Kunta Kinte strapped up, what was they doing when they speak? Remember when they had Kunta, they wanted him to change his name, right? They said it's Toby. Then they kept telling him, your name Toby, right? Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself,
Even you. Read.
shall discontinue from thine heritage
What is discontinuous? To stop. Responsible. Read.
that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
So the Lord said, even you are going to discontinue from your heritage that I gave you. And what else he going to do?
I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
We made the Lord mad. We've been serving this devil right here. And you can't find that in the Bible. You ain't going to find that in the Bible. Let me ask you a question. Are you a single mother? So you have a husband.
Check this out. A lot of our we see a problem in this generation out here, right? They're out here terrorizing our people, right? Right. Okay, calm.
Bring it out.
So
your daddies.
see, these curses that God said He put upon us should be a sign and a wonder. And it's a sign. That's how you identify who the children of Israel are according to these curses, right? Where am I at? Okay. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you,
The man that is tender among you. Meaning, because at one point in our history, our men were precious, man. That's what that word tender means. You know what I mean? We were looked at as, you know what I mean, we would never fight each other. We would never kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Read.
we're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, two brothers can't even walk down the street in adjacent directions without looking at each other evil. Can't even stand next to each other on the bus, be like, nigga better not step on my shoes. We gonna fight. I'm gonna shoot him.
Why that nigga looking at me like that? What? And toward the wife of his bosom,
And toward the wife of his bosom.
and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Who else on this earth is doing that? Leaving their women after having babies with them. Who doing that? Just the black man and the Hispanic man. That's us. We're the only one doing that. But for some reason, we think that's cool to be baby mama, baby daddy. Who the hell does that? Go find me an Arab that got a baby mama.
That's right.
Go find me a Chinese woman who got a baby daddy.
That's right. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Verse 55. So that he will not give any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat. Meaning destroy.
Destroy.
I got the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. No, Salah, 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tamu.
Our enemies have made an angry gathering. You know what I'm saying? So they sit together at tables, at think tanks, you know what I'm saying? In these high-rise buildings. Coming up with plans to destroy us. Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So those who hate the Most High God and those who hate His people, they have lifted up the head. Meaning now they're starting to feel themselves. They think, oh man, we got them now. Read.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel. That's your what's the expression that they use these days? What's that? They say it's Illuminati. You know what I mean? United Nations. You know what I mean? But actually, that's all it is. All the nations come together. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And they consulted against us. These are the hidden ones.
Let me jump in real quick. What are the hidden places of America? Yeah, when people come over to America and they come to Chicago and all of that, where do they go visit? Downtown, right? So, what places don't they go? The hidden places of America. Where are the hidden places at?
They don't go to the
What is it called? Exactly. Those are the hidden places. Go ahead.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
They said what?
They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So now ask our people, what's your nationality? That's the root word of nation, of origin. You know what I'm saying? Where's our nation? Where's our nation? Who's our nation? Who is our people? Read that again.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
But they chopped these people up. Now, all these, as my family, give you a story. I was at work this week. I was talking to a Guatemalan female. She said she can't stand the Mexicans. I tell her, sister, that's your people. Nah, them ain't my people.
Y'all actually out here listening to this. Y'all actually.
Somebody give me Proverbs.
Y'all actually out here listening to this, and they not even preaching the truth.
We're in the book of
Y'all know
Proverbs.
what tribe y'all come from?
We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 9.
Y'all come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Okay, if y'all come from the tribe of Judah, why y'all switching Jesus' words around?
We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A what?
A foolish woman.
She foolish.
That's right.
She clamorous. She's running her damn mouth. Read.
She is simple.
She's simple as hell.
And knoweth
She
nothing.
don't know a goddamn thing.
That's right.
Down Roosevelt. Somebody twisting words. We come to thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Read that again, man. Anybody got time for that, man? Read.
We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
She don't know nothing.
Verse 14. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the highest places of the city.
Right in the streets.
To cause passengers who go right on their ways.
So, we right here on the strip. She walking up and down the strip all day.
Verse 16. Whoso is simple.
She is simple. Read.
Let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him.
She's saying to you.
Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant.
She said, don't listen to him. You know what I mean? Keep going to church. Keep listening. Keep doing the second dive. Oh, paying my time. Oh, Jesus, we love you. That ain't the way.
Verse 18. But he knoweth not that the dead are there.
She don't know. She among the walking dead.
That's right.
She don't even know it. She's walking charcoal. She don't even know it. Why she coming up against this word? Matter of fact, give me Proverbs. Go ahead, finish
And
off.
that her guests are in the depths of hell. So the people that are congregating and are listening to it, they're in the depths of hell. They're spiritually dead. They're the walking dead. They're the zombies, like all these zombie movies. This is what you see in Chicago. I got a page on Facebook called Zombie Nation. We must wake up. This is the walking dead. These are the people that are spiritually dead. Let me get that. See
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom. This is wisdom right here. When we out here trying to give our people. Read.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Where we at? We in the streets. Read.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
So we out here crying out in the chief place of concourse. You know, in the place right here where all our people at. Read.
In the opening gate in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones?
How long, ye simple ones?
That's right.
Read.
Will ye love simplicity?
How long will you love simplicity? How long will you love, oh, I'm just gonna go get my drink. I'll be right back. How long will you love, oh man, loud, loud, loud. Let me smoke till my damn
Rocks, weeds,
brain
blow.
gone.
Rocks, weeds, blows, Paul.
Read.
The scorners delight in the scorning.
And she just a scorner. You know what I mean? She coming up here talking about, oh, they twisting the word. We ain't twisting it. We coming thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
She ain't nothing but a scorner. She is in wickedness, man. Read.
And fools hate knowledge.
And fools what?
Hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge.
Straight cut. Straight cut through the marrow.
Let me get that Hosea 4:6. Now you should ask yourself, sister, how do we fix this? Let me get Deuteronomy 22. All right. There's only one way, 5 people to fix this. Bring it up.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Start from the top.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people. The Most High God said, my people. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So, the Most High say, because you reject knowledge, I will also reject you. Look around. Do we look like we've been accepted? Or do we look like God rejected us? We look like... Yeah, I stopped so you can see that. That's rejected. Our people have been Dukembe Mutombo, rejected. Read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
No priest. No priest. Not to the Most High. All these pastors, they work for the devil. They work for the white man. Bring it out. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten thy law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
What did we forget?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
No, we forgot to go to church on Sunday.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
No, we forgot to pray.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
No, we forgot to pay tithes.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Forget the children. That's why
This is why you see in our brothers out there dead. That's why they're dying in the streets. Women are dying. At first, the white man was just killing all the brothers, just like they did back in slavery, back in the Jim Crow era, back in civil rights movement. Even all up to this day, they still murdering our men. But guess what they're doing now? They're murdering our women. Now they're killing our 12-year-olds, charging our 10-year-olds with felonies. These people literally hate us. Because they know that we're the people of God, and why they hate us? Because they know that there's judgment for them. So this is what we must do to fix our situation. That's right. Somebody grab Zephaniah 2:1.
Well, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
This is why we out here, sister. Somebody get Zephaniah 2:1. Somebody get Isaiah 34:16. Bring it up. This is what we out here for. 2:1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Good.
Gather yourselves together.
No,
Yeah.
we supposed to be individuals. Are we supposed to be individuals? Read that again.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
So as we supposed to gather ourselves together, O nation not desired. So ask yourself, are we desired in this world? Who love us? Tell me somebody who love us. Who love these people on this sign?
Alhamdulillah. God.
God love us?
Alhamdulillah.
Who?
God. Who love us? Who don't love us?
You're right. The Most High God does love us. But that love, He also wants us to do something. Yeah, just like a father. If you break your father's rules in his house, what He gonna do? to put his hands on you.
That's wisdom, brother. We like that.
That's wisdom, right? Exactly.
Show, hey, get that brother on camera. Show him what you break your father's law. What he gonna do to you? Show us one more time.
He gonna scold you.
He gonna scold you.
He gonna scold you.
That's what the Most High God is
And he
doing.
do this stuff all the time.
Statutes and commandments. Go ahead. Get that Isaiah 34:16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
And read. So the scripture says for us to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
No one of these shall fail.
No one of these shall fail. None of these prophecies, none of these laws, none of this in this book is going to fail. The reason why we have fallen is we have turned our back on the book. But yet, we go to church. Now people don't even know we're not supposed to be in those churches.
None shall want her mate.
I mean, we don't need nothing else. You know what I'm saying? All we need is the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like us, we use other historical books. You know what I'm saying? We read other books. We just don't read the Bible. But this is our foundation. You know what I mean? This is how we gonna get up out of this captivity. Always have been, always will be. You know what I'm saying? Not playing church, not singing and dancing. Law. Establish a government, establish a people, bring the people back a moral revolution. That's the first and foremost we need. We don't need economic revolution. Because guess what? How much money you think we spend a year? Say it again, sis.
Oh, that's right.
Too much, right? Too much. So based on the money that we spend a year, we're one of the top nations on the planet. As far as consuming,
A person don't even have a job.
Still spend money.
Spend like $10,000 a year.
$10,000. There you go.
A person don't even have a job.
There
A
you
homeless
go.
person, they spend $10,000 a year.
Now
They
you
don't
should
even
ask
seem
yourself,
like, but
now
it's
what
true.
laws do we need to come back to? What's that? Read.
For my mouth has a command.
So out of God's mouth, he gave us commandments. He didn't give us religion. You know what I'm saying? What you got, bro?
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee of the former age.
So the Lord tells us he prayed that we acquire of the former age. We are instructed to know about the past. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you hear this old saying right here in America. Oh man, let the past be the past. So you should ask yourself, why do they say let the past be the past about our history? But every year you're supposed to remember 9/11.
Remember the Holocaust.
You're supposed to remember the damn fake Jewish Holocaust every year.
But they want you to forget this right here, where over 100 black men and women died on slave ships coming to America.
100 million.
And they killed our people, 77 million Native Americans when they came over here. That's 177 million people died in the slave trade. But they want you to forget that. Read Job 8 and 8 again.
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers.
Of our fathers, our forefathers, go ahead.
For we are but of yesterday. And
We're from yesterday, the days of the past, the ancient days of yesterday. Go ahead.
know nothing.
And know nothing. Our people don't know nothing about the ancient days. They just know about Larry Hoover, Willie Lord, and whoever got the best weed, whoever got the best rock, who got whatever, got them pills. That's all our people have understanding of. But they don't want the knowledge of the Most High God on how we get saved and come out these conditions. That's right. Go ahead and get Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Oh, what you got?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
This is what we must do, sister.
And it shall come to pass,
Something in the future.
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Listen to the word of thy God. That's what hearken means, to listen up. Go ahead.
to observe and to do all his commandments.
To do some of his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
Just a couple of them.
To do
All his commandments.
Go ahead.
which I commanded thee this day.
God commanded the children of Israel, us right here standing amongst you, our people out here that's destroyed, all the drug addicts, all the prostitutes, all the brothers out here hustling, all our brothers and sisters walking into the church buildings, the little brother walking past right there. Give me a second, brother. We teaching right now. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you, bro. Go ahead.
And the Lord thy God will set thee
Hold on, brother. Keep everything in order.
all nations of the earth.
Read that again, brother.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Some nations of the earth.
All nations of the earth.
The white man is above us.
Above all nations of the earth.
That's it right there. We got to return to the church, to the law statutes. The law statutes commanded to the work of the Most High God. Somebody give me John 8:32. Somebody give me Psalms 119, 142. Amen. Okay, thank you, brother. Shalom. Shalom, brother. Somebody get John 8:32, get Psalms 119:42. But we out here bringing the truth. The church don't teach you the truth. They tell you that prosperity doctrine, pay your tithes, believe in the blood of Jesus Christ, and you are saved, and you can buy your way into the kingdom. Because you're paying your tithes, you're faithful to Christ by paying your tithes. What man shall rob God? That is garbage. That is a lie. Tithes was never money. It was never money, and it was never transferred to no other man to Christ, as far as being a high priest. So what's the truth? John 8:32, bring that out.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know the truth.
And ye shall know the truth today. You know the truth. Hold on, brother.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth shall make you free. What's the truth? Psalms 119, 142.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 42.
142. John 8:32 again. Bring it out again, huh?
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So again, the prophet John said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So our people must know what the truth is. Psalms 119, 142.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142.
Bring it out.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
To be righteous, which is God. To do righteousness in his eyes. Go ahead.
And thy law is the truth.
What is the truth?
The law.
It's the truth. So in order for us to be saved and to have partnership with Christ, to be able to receive the kingdom, we got to return to the truth. The truth